So the AS3 mattress from Amerisleep or the Casper Original, two ultra popular beds from popular brands, but which one's right for you? We're gonna talk about that in today's video. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm a CNET, and in today's video we have a head-to-head comparison between the AS3 and the Casper Original. Both Amerisleep and Casper do make several different mattresses. We'll talk about maybe one or two of them in this video, but we're gonna be focusing on the most popular beds for this comparison. We're gonna talk about how these beds are similar. There's a couple big things we need to cover, and then talk about their key differences and figure out which one you should think about getting. If that sounds good and you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And there'll be a lot of information in the description to help you out with your online mattress search, including discounts we can find to help bring the prices of these mattresses down. Let's just kick off the comparison by quickly going through the policy information. This is stuff like shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties. We're gonna throw them up on screen so you can read them. They're gonna be virtually identical, aside from the fact that Amerisleep comes with an extra 10 years tacked on to the warranty. Now, most warranties do have the same amount of protection in the first 10 years, and then after year 10, the warranty kind of lowers the amount of protection that you get. So we'll try and link more information about the warranties down below in the description. I don't think an extra 10 years on the warranty is really a reason to pick one bed over the other, because there's way more important things that we'll cover later in the video. Let's now talk about the subject of firmness, which is the main thing that the Amerisleep AS3 and the Casper Original have in common. In our testing, we rated them both to be around a flat medium on our firmness scale, which means they're both gonna be very accommodating for pretty much all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. A medium firmness level is especially popular for combo sleepers who might spend a good portion of the night on their back and then switch to their side, and for couples who maybe can't quite agree on a specific firmness level. A medium might not be perfect for everyone, but generally people are able to get by on it. You do have other firmness options available from their respective brands. You have a bit more variety with Amerisleep though. So Amerisleep has their AS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The AS3 sits right in the middle, and the AS1 and 2 are gonna be noticeably firmer, with the AS4 and 5 being noticeably softer. With Casper, you don't really have much that goes firmer than a medium. I think the Casper mattress is slightly firmer than the Casper Original. However, you do have a softer option available with the Casper Nova Hybrid. So with these two beds specifically, they're both around a medium. You have more available options with the brand Amerisleep though, so that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at these two brands. One other minor thing these beds have in common is that they're both available in all foam versions and hybrid versions. Basically, with the hybrid versions, they sub out the dense support foam for pocketed coils. If you're on the Amerisleep website and you go to the AS3, you'll have the option just to click on hybrid model and the price will go up a little bit. We'll talk about pricing a little more later in the video. On Casper's website, they have the original and the original hybrid under separate pages, but it's virtually the same mattress, just with coils instead of foam. Let's get into the key differences now, and we're gonna start with the overall construction and feel of the Amerisleep AS3 and the Casper Original. These are both 3-layer mattresses, whether you get the hybrid version or the all foam version, and their construction is kind of similar with some key differences. So on the original Casper mattress, you have whatever support layer you choose, whether it be coils or foam. Then you have a transition layer of zone support memory foam. This layer is here to give some additional pressure relief to the mattress and function as a transition layer between the support layer and the top comfort layer. Having a transition layer basically makes sure that you only feel the support from that layer, not really the layer itself, because laying directly on coils or support foam is not all that comfortable. And then you have the primary comfort layer of the Casper Original mattress, which is what they call Casper Signature Foam. This stuff is pretty nice in that it strikes a nice balance between pressure relief, comfort, and support. It doesn't really behave like a memory foam. That's what the memory foam layer underneath it is for. It's pretty responsive, yet it does conform to your body shape pretty nicely. This is kind of what we like to call just your basic soft neutral foam. And when we say neutral, it means it doesn't really have a distinctive feel one way or the other. And that really describes the feel of the Casper Original mattress itself, just a soft, neutral feel. The vast majority of people who try out a mattress from Casper, including the original, just think it's generally pretty comfortable. I think it's pretty nice. It might not be exactly what you're looking for if you have a very specific feel in mind for your next mattress, like a dense sink-in memory foam or a super responsive like latex or pillow top mattress. It's just something most people like. I really like it, and I think you probably will too. And I mentioned the memory foam layer is actually zone support. Basically, that means the bed is divided into separate sections with slightly varying levels of firmness to give you more support where you need it and more pressure relief where you need it. It's much more sophisticated on some of the more higher end mattresses from Casper, like the Casper Nova and the Casper Wave. On this, you're not really gonna notice it all that much, but I think it's nicer to have it than to not have it. Let's move over to start talking about the construction of the Amerisleep AS3, which is pretty similar to the Casper original. It's still 3 layers. You have whatever support layer you choose, foam or coils. Then you have a transition layer of a more responsive foam. And then the top layer is what they call BioPure memory foam. Now the BioPure memory foam is actually a bit different than a traditional memory foam in that it's more responsive. So when you lay down on it, you'll still get that memory foam sensation, you'll sink into it and it will conform to your body's shape, but when you relieve pressure from it, it snaps back into its original shape more quickly than a more traditional memory foam. It won't be quite as responsive as, say, the Casper Signature foam, but more so than a regular old memory foam. So I would describe the feel of the Amerisleep AS3 to be more of a responsive memory foam. You know that memory foam is there, but it's not quite as dense and sink in as, say, a Nectar or a Tempur-Pedic mattress. Kind of has a nice balance. There are some folks out there who have slept on a more traditional memory foam mattress who report feeling kind of stuck in the mattress. Some people actually really like that, others don't. I think this mattress and pretty much all the beds from Amerisleep manage to have that memory foam feel without having that stuck feeling either. So I'd probably say the Casper Original is maybe a bit more universally comfortable, but I think the Amerisleep mattress is really comfortable as well. I like them both quite a lot. And then let's move over to the subject of pricing. And this is actually kind of tough because I'm recording this around Labor Day and brands are starting to do their Labor Day holidays. But I think most of the time, the Casper mattress will be a hair more affordable than the Amerisleep AS3. If we're just looking at the MSRPs of the all foam models, you're looking at about $1,750 for the AS3 and then about $1,300 for the Casper Original. Amerisleep is more consistent with their discounts year round. Casper generally saves their big discounts for major holidays like Labor Day. So once you factor in discounts, right now as I'm recording this video, the Amerisleep AS3 comes in around $1,300 and the Casper Original comes in at around $1,000. Most of the year though, I think that price gap might be a little bit smaller, but you should still be saving a little bit of money going with the Casper Original. And I think the price gap for the hybrids will be virtually the same. You'll just be spending a little bit more for either hybrid version of these beds. So make sure you look down below in the description for what's current on these beds. Prices do change pretty frequently. It's really hard to keep track. We watch these prices constantly, so make sure you look down there. And that leaves us with the question, who should think about picking up the AS3 and who should think about picking up the Casper Original? I think this is a pretty darn easy question to answer because they're both roughly the same firmness level, they both come with hybrid and all foam options, and they're both in the same ballpark when it comes to price. So it really comes down to your feel preference. Do you want just a soft neutral feel that should be generally accommodating, you should probably really enjoy it, or one that has more of a responsive memory foam feel? If you know you like memory foam, I think Amerisleep probably makes more sense, but if you just want a comfy foam mattress, I think the Casper Original makes more sense. But let us know what you think, write us down below in the comments, we'd love to get your thoughts. And again, we have lots of information in the description to help you with your online mattress search, including discounts, so make sure you take a look. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's gonna do it for me. This is Owen at Home. I'll see you in the next one.